Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back, beautiful one, to yet another episode of Perfectly Posa podcast. You know who is speaking ready. It's your girl, Posa herself. I am your host. How have you been? Yes. I would always ask you because I genuinely want to know. How have you been? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know how have you been. Whew. In case you're wondering, how have I been? I don't know. A lot happened, and I had so many things that I could have picked on to talk about. But I was a little bit confused because a lot happened. But I am choosing to share, an important one. I think even though a lot of things happen in your life, you can get to choose what you want to focus on. So I'm choosing to focus on a new baby that I gave birth. I know at some point in March I talked about is it March? Anyway, we all had goals. Right? We had goals, and I wanted to grow. My goal for this year mainly was to grow, as it connects to me, because I'm someone who tends to get like 1,000 ideas at once. So these days I'm learning to pick what to put my energy in, and make sure that it always connects to what exactly I want in the bigger picture. So yes, in March I talked about manifesting. I had pictures of what I wanted to do, really. Perfectly Posa podcast was number one. That one came in a very clear vision for me, so there was no question about it, right? And so the next steps as it pertains to Posa Gifts. What's next? I've been thinking about it. I've had so many ideas, but one of them stood out clearly this past week. One of them stood out clearly. In fact, it's a picture that I have been seeing for a long time, but now it was clearer about my next steps. So guys, I'm using this as an intro into something that is coming. I battled with whether I want to talk about it. In fact, I didn't want to talk about it because I like to hold things dear to my heart, things that are dear. I like to hold it close to my heart, right? But for some reason, the conversation is leading me here, so I'm just going to talk about it. I introduced my new baby, Intimate Affairs by Posa. I don't know if you're on my WhatsApp status and on my Instagram, you probably have been seeing some pictures about it. So I'll just give like a little intro here, just very brief. If you want more, let me know. But this is born out of the idea that a lot could be done about romance in Nigeria. I'm a very romantic person. I don't know a lot of people know this because it doesn't just show in the things that I say, but deep inside I like the intimate things that goes on between partners, between friends. I like the intimate things that go on. I have my best friends when I'm having like my best friends, people that I value. I have I like the outside, but I'm also a very, very inside person. So I feel like I want to also be able to have moments that I can capture while I'm being inside my house. Yes, private, intimate, luxurious, just lavish attention and effort into it, in all aspects, between two people, between four group of people, between 6, between 12. Intimate affairs, that's where it came from. I will be working out, providing services, curating experiences of dinner at home between couples, bath time for yourself, also for couples, intimate celebrations between friends, at home. Put in your efforts when you're inviting friends into your house. Put in the effort. Little things here and there, little setups, and create wonderful moments, because these are the moments you hold dear when trouble comes. Trouble will always come. I don't live in a world where I think there will not be problems. I live in a world where I control my reactions to problems. So Troubles will come, trials will come into your relationship, into your friendships. If you have this intimate moment between friends, between family, between couples, I can't remember. Did you ever see your parents having anniversary celebrations when we were growing up? I don't think no. No. To be honest, I didn't see that. And then yes, nowadays couples they're getting there, but it feels like everything is out there. So I know there's a time, we're coming to a time where people will begin to hold this experience closer to heart. So I'm walking ahead of that time. So I hope it gives you a little bit of insight. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I want you to follow the journey because it is a step closer to something else. That one I am going to keep my mouth sealed about, but it's a step closer to something else. So please come along with this journey with me. I think I already had other things going on, but this one you can come along with me. You can watch because it's going to be intimate between myself and my listeners and my viewers as well. So having said that, I'm just going to I realize that there is a message for all the rockers that have been going on in my life this week. Yesterday something significant physically happened that gave me a knock on the head, a shake, and the pieces fell into place. I'm going to be explaining. We are in a time where the divine is intervening. If you remember last week, we talked about a new shift, a new beginning, a new chapter for a lot of us, awakening, people understanding what they want, how to go about it, and intentionally going about it. But that doesn't mean that the old life will just leave you alone and let you go to your new chapter and say, oh, bye. I'll put it in typical examples. A lot of time when you watch series, if you check it out, the layout for season 4 is usually made in maybe season 1 or season 2. One tiny thing that somebody would have done wrong will come back to bite them in the ass. That kind of thing. So I would liken it to previous chapters. It will throw tantrums physically. When you are moving on to your next level, your previous level will throw tantrums. Are you sure you really pass it? I remember that time when I was in primary school after taking exams and doing very well, and then you go on holiday and come back, and during the first week or the second week of school, my teachers then will usually give us tests about what we learned last term. So this keeps us on our feet. Like this keeps us knowing that even if you not read that first 1 week before that last week of holiday before you resume the next 10, you have to brush up. That's what life will do. It will throw tantrums. Are you ready? So you will get physical representations of things that happened in past life, things that gave you headache, things that happened in your last level that you thought you were done with. See, don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for it. That's my message. Don't fall for it. Like, be sure, know that you have the ability to do what you're supposed to do. Know that in fact you are actually done with this chapter. You are done with this level. So anything coming from there is just noise. You don't need to pay attention to it. You don't need to backslide into bad habits. You don't need to backslide into bad states of mind. Don't let it happen to you. Look at it. Oh, okay, I see you. Why are you shouting? Please chill. I'm done with you. I'm moving on. Okay, remain there. Move on. Live your life. No guilt. No, you don't feel like you owe anybody anything. See, when I say things like this, I'm not talking about people who play the victim card. It's not victim or any of that. It's for people who know that they are truly just living their life. They're not hurting anyone. They're not trying to do anyone bad. They're not trying to do anything to anyone. See, they're just living their life. They just decided that I would appropriate certain energies to certain things. I would no longer be selfish to myself. I would no longer not take care of myself. Those are what I'm talking about. Not because you are justifying bad actions. No. So please, when these shackles, these rockers are coming from levels you've moved on from, don't let it disturb your mental health. Don't let it stop you from seeing the vision. Now you know what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so as they're shouting around you, be still. Remember I told you that one of my goals this year is to be still in the storm. I will not just be listening to the storm. What do you want me to do from left, right, center? I will be still. And then I'm like, okay, what can I do? I can do this for you. I can do this for you. I can do this for you. Right now, I cannot do everything for anybody. When I feel up to it again, all right, back. However you react to it is how you react to it. So be still. You are stepping into a new chapter. The old ones will throw tantrums. Recognize it for what it is. Deal with it if you can deal with it. If you are capable in all angles to deal with it, deal with it. If you aren't, don't let it take focus. Don't let it make you stagnant. Don't let it stop you from the next things you're supposed to be doing. Do not lose focus of all the work that you have done in this past months, in this past years. Do not lose focus. And I don't know if I can still keep going. I've talked about, a lot of things, but one more thing. We are in the period of divine intervention. Things are being placed. It's like, on a board, things are moving around. There are higher forces, working to place you who have been on a journey. It's time to start receiving intervention. Time to start placing you at the right place at the right time to meet the right people for what you need to do. So you have to stay focused. I'll talk more about intervention if my spirit leads it, but until then, I think I'm going to round up here. So I got really serious right there. So I've got to, reverse back, and I'm back on track. One more thing before we round up. We've got a birthday shout out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. On the 26th of April was someone's special birthday, dear Wairi. I'm so happy to be celebrating this year with you. It's a good one. You deserve all the good things of life, and I'm happy that life is giving you the things that you have worked for all these years. I am happy that the universe is aligning to give you the things that you need for all your next growth. I'm super, super excited for you. Happy birthday. See guys, this girl makes me laugh like a loon. It's always good vibes within us, and I love you. Happy birthday. And that's how we roll. As you already know, or if you don't know, you can send in your shout out so that your loved one can listen to it here on Perfectly Posa podcast. Just make sure that you send me a DM, send me an email, send me a WhatsApp message between Monday to Wednesday so that I can incorporate it here. Everyone loves a shout out. I look forward to hearing my shout out on someone else's platform. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this point. If today was your first time, like if this moment was the first time you have come across this episode ever, Perfectly Posa podcast ever, oh my god, you are at the right place. Welcome. I do appreciate you listening to this point. Thank you so much. And to all my real MVPs, thank you so much for keeping it real for as long as you have. I really do appreciate it. Please follow me on my social platform on Instagram at Posa_herself. And if you want to keep in track with what I'm doing with Intimate Affairs by Posa, just like the name says, Intimate Affairs by Posa, you will find that on Instagram as well. So good things are going to be coming for you. Keep on track. Keep listening. Keep tuning in. Please share. Leave me a review. Leave me a rating. I appreciate it every time you take the effort to do that. So on that note, I am going to be leaving you here. So until I talk to you again next week, Thursday, keep being perfectly you.